Hello and welcome, this is Major Tom ELO and welcome, well I say welcome twice but now welcome to my new, like I said again, to the second video in this series. So I played another game in my chess series, in the Blitz series, so my rated chess moves up, if you've noticed, to 1,340. I also played more harder opponents this time, actually with a proper game, like the previous one. So yeah, basically I'm just going to go through and talk through it. He was actually rated higher than that, but because I beat him, his rating went down, so he was about the same rating as I am now, at 1,340. So let's go straight in and read the game. So, okay, that's the end of the game. Let's start. It was only 20, it was quite a short game as well, like the other game. It would have gone on for longer, but he did actually resign. So yeah, I'm playing as black again. As I said in the previous episode, I actually quite like playing as black, it's quite good. So yeah, he played a c4, and if I'm honest, I'm not used to playing c4 because I didn't really know what I was doing, so I kind of went that. Oh, it just went c5. I just copied him because I didn't know what I was doing. So he went straight to c3. I went knight to f6. I didn't really know what I was doing in the opening, if I'm honest. I bring my knight out. I'm just following the basics. Get your pieces out. He's moving any pawns. And that sort of stuff. He puts his queen out, which is good to c2, which I think is quite strange because I think normally, personally for me, I don't bring my queen out that early. But he did, which is cool. It's up to him. I'm going to e6, which is actually, if I would normally do this, there we go. Sorry, mental. Actually, normally bring it up here, this way. Not normally here, but today I thought, sort of, put the pressure on the pawn, all that sort of stuff. So I decided to do that instead. He's pawn to b3. Obviously, that's so he can bring his bishop here. Relatively understandable, simple move. I respond with g6. I'm doing the same sort of thing. I'm doing the same. I wanna get my bishop to that square, obviously. So he does what he. Go away. Why my escape button not working? There we go. Sorry about that. He moves his bishop to b2. I won't be able to send the ball. I actually decided to move my bishop to h6 instead. And that's actually a mistake. I must admit. I wanted to move it here. I wanted to move to this square. I actually made a mistake and moved it to this one to h6, but hey, I actually think that mistake did actually work for me in the end. So yeah, all good. And then it was bishop to bishop to d3. Sorry, I think all words up today. My knight's to e5. I don't know. I think I had this idea in my head, the sort of idea of exchange, or maybe being able to advance my knight onto this square or something like that. And then go on and attack that pawn or something like that. With a bit of backup, and the bishop. But I don't know. That was sort of the idea I was having. It was all very sort of loose ideas. There was no real meaning towards them. He just went to knight to e4. I decided, let's just be safe. And let's just castle. And he takes my knight. Obviously, I would take back, check. Understandable. If you're going like 12 moves into the game, a bit more than halfway through, and I think I'm doing pretty well. I've developed my pieces, I've castled. I'm doing pretty well. I haven't got a massive piece problem with pieces or anything like that. I think the pieces are even. So yeah, I'm cool. At the moment, I'm liking how the game's going. He moves his queen to e4. Sorry, she's doing it again. Obviously, he's pinning my bishop, even though obviously he would never actually take my rook. That's stupid. yeah, he's pinning it. Oh, I don't know. So yeah, and you'll see this is the worry here. He's going to go here and take the pawn, and then the queen's in a relatively strong position, but really he wouldn't really do that because then I'll just chase him, which would be a bit stupid for him. So yeah, just trying to move. Anyway, so I decide whenever I'm in this situation, I always like to chase the queen. So I don't want to get the queen to be in a good position for obvious reasons. So I'm chasing the queen around really. In this situation, he's only got one way to go. He can't go anywhere else, so he has to go here. That's relatively logical. So he goes there, no probs. I bring my queen up. I want to get my queen to the game, threatening that pawn. Obviously, and he just wants to get rid of the bishop. I have nowhere else to go. I have to go there, so that's what I do. It's relatively straightforward. So yeah, I go there. Brings his bishop in straight into the pawn. I move my pawn up, and he goes back. I just move my pawn up. I'm caught trying to be a bit of a nuisance. He moves back. He's wasting moves because he's having to move his bishop back in. That's the idea. And I pounce in. And that pawn I've been looking at, but that sounded really wrong. But that white piece I've been looking at. For quite a while, swoop in with the queen and I take it, no problems. So he brings his rook in, and it's obviously so then the bishop can move, take the pawn or something, I don't know, and put some pressure on you could take 2 pawns here, the knight have to move and then it goes there, I go no, so yeah, it's quite clever, it's quite a good idea. It's obviously then also attacking this pawn as well with the rook. So it's quite a good move, I think, personally, for Ron. See what he's doing. That would be a very good move if it weren't for the bishop here. He didn't blunder really. On the face of it, it looks like a move. Come on, gotta notice the bishop. That's an awful circle. You've got to notice that bishop, because that bishops, if they use well, can be lethal. He just doesn't see it. So I've just not seen it. I do it all the time, making silly blunders. In this scenario, it's not me making, just being this idiot. It's actually him. So yeah, and on face it looks like what looked like a good move, actually quite a stupid move, and obviously I pounce in and wrong button. I had to then take it. So yeah, and he takes the pawn. I don't understand this. I honestly don't understand why he done that, because it's just, I mean, really, what, it just seems very stupid. But I actually, I could go and take the bishop here, the pawn. I don't. I decide, as you just saw, bring the bishop here, putting pressure on the knight. I'm thinking more about the game. The end product more than game pieces. The reality is I'm probably going to get that bishop in a later stage. I'm winning on pieces. At the end of it, I've got the end game in sight. So really, I'm focusing, maybe not so much on taking this bishop. So yeah, I move in, quick king castles, obviously, but king castles, and I take the knight. He's not doing anything to protect it. Wham. He's basically giving me a knight there. He's just giving me a knight, so I take the knight. He has to move the rook, and he's got some problems, and I take the bishop. So even though I didn't take it straight away, got it in the end, and really things go a bit downhill for him. Not much he can do. There we go. And obviously he takes my bishop, but that's cool. I whip my queen into here, and really the only square, actually, sorry, the only square you can go to is to put the king on this square. You could bring the rook down there, but and honestly, that's just stupid. He's played some pretty bad moves in this game, but honestly, that would be just the worst. So yeah, obviously I'm checking the king. He has to go there. So really, it's quite unstoppable. And I go here, and I just take the rook. That's going to happen. What I was going to do, no problems. And I was really confused with this move as well. Another one of these weird moves. Moves to h5. I whip and the queen comes in, check. You know, he has to move again. I'll bring my queen down. You know, people think, oh, maybe am I going for a sort of stalemate here? Maybe, but no. While I do that, I'm stupid. You know, I've got such a big advantage. You know, look at my pieces here. You know, I have a massive advantage. You know, more than half his piece. You know, pieces of difference. You know, while I go for a stalemate, so I decided to go for the win. And here, what am I going to do? Well, very simple. Queen's just going to take d2 because might as well. I've got to just take in all these pieces. I mean, come on. And really, and then he takes the pawn as well, and he's just like, mate, game over. You know, all I have to do is I can bring the bishop here, and his game's got. He's like simple as, you know, his queen. You know, his queen can't move anywhere because of the king. You know, the check, so he can't move the queen. You know, the king would probably have to move or something, and he's basically screwed. And, you know, once he's got his queen, and you know, I'm a queen up, got pawns as an option, I've got rooks. Now I still haven't actually moved this rook in the entire game. I can bring him on. You know, rook up, and you know, I can just dominate. So he resigns. And I think that's fair enough. You know, there's no point in continuing playing the game. You might as well just stop, resign. You know, you're not going to win, and just go on to the next game. You know, I do that. You know, if it was maybe 10 moves in, then okay, I was going to continue. You know, the first game I was just so awful. Hence why I just resigned early. You know, I don't normally do that, but I did on that occasion. And you know, sometimes you just have to just know that you know, you're defeated, and you have to go on to the That was a quite good game. We made some weird moves. I think I played alright. I won 2 on the trot. You know, I'm not normally this consistent when I play online chess. I've never actually played on chess.com, but when I play online chess on other sites, I've never been that consistent. Normally win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So yeah, having 2 wins in a row is pretty solid. And the rating is going up slowly. Yeah, hopefully I'll be playing. You know, that player was actually high rate than me, by about hundreds when I played him. So yeah, he was. So yeah, I think he'll be really annoyed actually with that defeat, because I guess he's actually a better player than what he showed in that game. So yeah, I'm actually quite like a rematch. Yeah, yeah, dude, if you're watching, I've just played you. I would, yeah, quite like a rematch or something. That'd be fun. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, I'd actually increased time limit as well because we were running out of time with time on that game. 29 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and hopefully there'll be more videos up. You know, I've had a video rush today. Don't know why. That's just one of those things. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. Stop. Gosh, stop! I got used to this.